Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Michael's Supported Italia. I'm Michael, and tonight we're going to be making a lemon garlic shrimp with some spinach and bow tie pasta. Very simple dish to make, very easy to do, and it's just a few steps: some butter, garlic, lemon juice, obviously bow tie pasta and shrimp, and some spinach. Very easy to put together, very inexpensive, very quick dish to make. So follow along with me, and I'll show you what that looks like. So. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put one stick of butter in the pan. Get that nice and hot. This dish calls for roughly around, I would say about a cup of butter, so it's probably 2 sticks. So you're going to add a stick now, get it nice and hot, get it nice and melted, throw some garlic in there. Then you're going to throw your shrimp in there. You're going to be about a pound and a half of shrimp. And then once the shrimp is done, we take the other stick of butter, we put that in there as well. Add the spinach, add the bow tie pasta, and it's really that quick. It's a simple dish to make. So follow along, you're going to enjoy it. Really flavorful, got a little lemon taste to it. You're going to add some grated Parmesan in there too, mix that all around. And if need be, add a little bit of pasta water, just to make like a nice little sauce for yourself to go along with the butter. So just melt down some. And it's going to seem like it's a lot of butter, but obviously, as you know, as you're cooking with it, it cooks down some. You add the pasta to it, it's also going to evaporate some of the butter too. So let's let that sizzle up a bit. Then I'm going to throw about 5 cloves of garlic in there. And then once that's done, I'm going to take the shrimp and put that in. Once the shrimp is done, then I'm going to add the lemon juice to it. It's all going to blend so well together. All right, so I'm going to throw my garlic in there. Like I said, roughly around 4 or 5 cloves, but you can put whatever you want. It's a very versatile dish. So, however you want to do it, but just make sure the garlic is blended around. And once the garlic is, you start to smell that. Usually that's when it's ready for anything to go into that. You don't want the garlic to burn. So mix that around. Give it about a minute. And once that gets nice and hot, then you're going to throw your shrimp in there. About 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops, and that's really it. It's very simple to do. So it looks like we're ready to throw our shrimp in. Like I said, I use about a pound and a half. It depends on you. Whatever you want. You want more shrimp? Make more shrimp. You want to sneak some shrimp before you make the dish up, this way nobody sees you do it? Do that too. So. Now with this dish, you don't have to brown them. The shrimp doesn't need to be browned. The shrimp just needs to be cooked. So, just mix it around. You don't have to, saute it. You don't have to brown it. That's not necessary for this. So, you know what? What you're looking for, obviously, because there's a lot of butter in here, you're just looking for the shrimp to get pink. And obviously, the larger the shrimp you use, the longer it's going to take. I'm using medium shrimp today, like a 41 count per pound. Sometimes some dishes I use the 21 count. Again, that's solely up to you. You can add more garlic, less garlic, more butter, less butter. It's a very versatile dish. Some people like to use crushed red pepper in here. Also, up to you, whatever you want. So the shrimp is going to cook, like I said, just a couple of minutes. And then once the shrimp cooks, or just about finished, then you add your lemon juice to it. Once that's done, once it gets hot, after the lemon juice is in there, you're going to take your spinach, you're going to put that in there. Take your bow tie pasta, put that in there as well. Give it a couple of turns with the tongs, and that's it. Some grated cheese, you're finished. All done. So this is something that you can do. You come home from work at 5:30. If you get home at 5:30, by 6 o'clock, everybody could be eating. So, just like I said, just a couple of minutes on the shrimp. There's that nice sizzle we always talk about. Just let that cook for a minute. And the pasta you can always cook ahead of time. You don't have to do it at the same time because you're going to add the pasta into the pan. So you're going to heat it up anyway. So make sure you have it the way you want it. If it's a little more al dente, you can do that too. Whatever your audience prefers. See? Already done. So the shrimp is almost done. So what we're gonna do is now I'm gonna add the lemon juice in there. About 6 tablespoons of lemon juice. And let that cook down. You can keep this on a high heat, that's okay. You're not gonna burn anything. The lemon's in there, the garlic's in there, nothing's burning, just keep an eye on it. And then once it all heats up, then you're gonna add more butter into it. And when you add the other butter into it, you let that melt. You throw your shrimp in there, your spinach in there, the pasta. The shrimp is just about done. And it's really, it doesn't take long to do. You can put different things in there. If you don't want to use shrimp, you can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use pork, whatever you want to do. That's all up to you. It's a very versatile dish. Anytime you have pasta, it's very versatile. So just do it the way you want to do it. It's pretty simple. So we got butter, we have garlic, we have lemon, we have grated cheese. I tell you what, a slice of Italian bread in there, that's all. It doesn't even need the shrimp or the pasta or the spinach either. So just, you will make it as fattening as you want. Okay, so that's finished. You're gonna add the other stick of butter in there now. That's done. You get that heated up. Once that melts, then you're gonna add your spinach in there. Probably about 2 cups of spinach. It's strictly up to you, whatever you want to do. But the spinach gives it a nice little twist. A lot of people wouldn't use spinach; they want to use broccoli. Again, very versatile, whatever you want to do. So the butter is melting down nice. And as soon as all the butter is melted, then you can throw your spinach in there, and you just do it real fast. You put your pasta in there, you put your spinach in there till the spinach wilts just a little bit. You don't want it to cook down so much to where it's it's only this big. So you just want it to wilt just a little bit. You want to add some white wine to this. It's almost, then at that point it'll be like a scampi for you. Okay, so now my butter's melted down. I'm going to take the pasta I already had set up. Put that in there. Mix that around. And if you want to create like a little well. Put your spinach in there because, again, the spinach is going to seem pretty high at first. But as you know, when you cook spinach, it doesn't take very long for it to cook down. So I'll do that. Take the spinach, put that right in there. Get all the guys that fall out, put it right in. Grab a set of tongs, move it around just a little bit till it starts to wilt just a little bit. It'll be easy for you to blend that way. Don't worry about what falls out. It's all up to you. You can get that later. Get in there. As you can see, it's already starting to wilt down some. Key to this is just to keep twisting it. Or use a bigger pan when one's available to you. So, just put that in there like that. See, it's already starting to wilt down some. Easier to work with. So as you see, it is a very simple dish to make. Not a lot of ingredients. Not very time consuming. 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes with the pasta cooking. And this is looking absolutely amazing. Some people like to add a little pasta water in to thicken it up a little bit. Not needed. It's got, again, it's got two sticks of butter. You really don't need that for right now. Again, that's all solely up to you. What you do. Okay, and we're all finished. And what we do is at the very end, take our grated cheese. Everything's better with cheese, right? Again, you don't have to do it. That's my preference. But you'll see once you taste this, once you taste it with the cheese on there, I'm telling you, there's nothing better. A lot of people like to use Parmesan. You can use any cheese you want. I use a grated Pecorino Romano. But again, that's all solely up to you. And that's it. Get your heat up. Perfect. Get yourself a little plate. That is absolutely amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is your spinach and bow tie pasta with butter garlic shrimp. Absolutely amazing. So, what we're going to do, as you all know, the worst part of it for you is when I taste it. But that's okay, because what you're going to do, you're going to make this for yourself. This may not make it to your table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very simple to do. Roughly about a pound of bow ties or any pasta you want, fettuccine, whatever you want to do. About a pound and a half of shrimp, 2 cups of spinach, about 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 sticks of butter, about 4 cloves of garlic, and about a half a cup of grated Pecorino Romano. And it's really that simple. So until our next adventure together, have a great evening. Arrivederci.